Good afternoon, welcome to my channel, and this is the last video I have to do for Roxy's Journal of Stitchery, prompt 6, to do with a bowl or a vessel. So I'm on the last, this is my third part to my bowl, and I'm on the last part of the bowl. So I'll go through it with you with the bowl. The bowl I made the bowl first out of paper, and this is my AccuQuilt cutter, which is a hexagon shape. And then you had another AccuQuilt cutter with just half the hexagon, and then you had a shape that just went like a triangle. So when you make this out of fabric, you join those together, and then you put that on top of that, and it makes a different shape altogether for hexagons. But I thought I wanted to use the hexagon die and make a bowl out of it. Didn't know whether it would work, but I'm actually really pleased with the way it went. So I just drafted up paper first to see how it would go, and then I just glued it together. So in my other video, I showed you all what I did when I put it together, but I have actually decided to change the layout of my bowl. This was going to be the outside, and this was going to be the inside, but everyone keeps telling me that I really should have the embroidery on the outside. So I'll just obviously turn it this way out, and that would be the inside of my bowl. So what did I do with the bowl? Well, I put batting in between the calico and the Tilda fabric that I've used. All this is Tilda, and then the inside of here I just cut out the flower. Then I just did some running stitch before I sewed the bottom on. I'm just going to leave that there. And then I just did some stitching all the way around the band or the side of the bowl. I filled in this here, and that really was it. I probably should have done more, but I really just wanted the stitching to be to structure the bowl so it stood up. On the outside now, which was the inside, I tried to contrast the bowl with the same colours as the inside. So I found some Suffolk puffs, pink, blue and aqua, the same colour as this. And then I found some doilies, and I just did a little bit of whip stitch around the edge in different shades. So that was aqua there, blue, and this was pink. So I really, most of those came from the same doily. The only one that didn't come from was that one there. I then got 3 strands of DMC cotton in the same colours, and I put 3 of them together, as you can see there. And then I just did a bit of running stitch around the top, and off I went. The stitches down the sides of the seam. This one here I made up myself. This was the fly stitch, pretty sure. And then I just did a blanket stitch on that one. For the bottom, I got the 3 strands, and I just did whip stitch around the edge, and I'm just about to finish this bit here, and then I'll show you what I'm going to do next. I did have my threads all ready to go on my needle, but obviously it came off while I was showing you my bowl. So I have been extremely busy over the last 2 weeks. My husband went to Switzerland, and then he had to go to France for work, and it's just been non-stop. Every minute of the day it's either been working, or I've had to go to a class, like I said in my video before, I think. or I might have mentioned it on my Instagram page. Now here, I've misjudged the stitching. This is the tiniest little bit, but I have sewn 3 times, I think, around there. But all I'm doing now is when I'm just whip stitching, I'm just going to pick up the tiniest bit of fabric from the edge there. Don't know how that lighting's going. It's getting a bit dark. What time is it? 3:43 in the afternoon. So the sun will be setting. It might be dark at 5, just after 5 now. We're right in the middle of winter, but we haven't had much rain. We are getting some tomorrow. So yeah, I'm just doing a little bit of whip stitch, and all I'm going to do is just pick up a little bit of fabric. Not ideal, but there's nothing I can do. I can't unpick it because the stitches are too fine. It won't come undone. It's only I'm only going to put my threads in, or my clips or hexagons that I use, that I might do some EPPs with. I'll just cut those threads off, or I might just go around it a little bit more. I usually put the thread over there, see if I can catch it in. And that I'll do maybe one more. Right, that'll do. Oh, there's my cat. Don't know what's he doing now. The window's open and he was just talking to me. Don't know where he is. I mean, he's on the back veranda, but I don't know who he's talking to. Maybe he's talking to me, because he can hear my voice. Oh, what I was going to do was thread that back. I'm just going to clean up a bit of the fluff or the stitches. Just trying not to cut the whip stitches. Now, an idea came to me, whether this will work or what, I don't know, but I did do a little bit of practice around here. I have my Inktense paints, which I just recently bought. And this is my first time using them. So what I thought was, so I wet my brush and dab it on some muslin I've got here. This is some of my practice. You can see there, my practice with the paints to see what colour I want to do. You're supposed to wet this down, so I'll see if I can wet it down a little bit. And I want to just colour in the edges of that. Now, I did try a tiny little bit there. Wasn't too bad. I was just trying to get a little bit of variety of colour. So there's actually pink. I'll dab that on there. That's a bit dark. So I'll dab that on there. It's a bit dark, that one. Maybe I'll add a bit of white to that. That'll do. There's a little bit there on that. That won't matter. It's only going to be the inside. I thought in my pack it would have been a little bit more pink. I would have liked this pink here. So I'll just so it doesn't show up. I've got some muslin, so I think muslin's not going to work very well. I'll go back and do a bit of the other colour. This one's not so bad. I just wanted to hide some of that white. And this is my project, so it's not like I'm not going to sell it or anything. So you've got to practice. You've got to start and practice somewhere. Would have been nice if I had light pink. It's a bit dark. Might go back and do colour on the other side. I probably should have looked at the pinks. The colour pink. Before I bought it. Now that's a bit better. Now where was that other colour? There. That will do. I'll let that sit to dry upside down. See, it's gone a bit on there, but that's all right. Right, so that will be my bowl finished. So I'm quite happy with that. That's nearly dry now. I'll leave it a little bit longer. I'll leave it another 5 minutes. So, what else has been happening? Well, I worked yesterday and today I went to a class called Frogging Around, which you had to make lots of diamond shape. I don't have the pattern. The pattern's out there. Diamond shape, and you had to cut all the diamonds, and then you've got to trace around the frog and then embroider the frog. So I had to do the dragonfly, and I did the wings, and I did satin stitch, which I've never done on my machine before, and then I just did some, I don't know what it's called, but it's a stitch that goes 3 times there, 3 times there, 3 times there, and just keeps going like that. So that was part of the leaf. But I went to go and do the frog, and the frog is mirrored the wrong way on the piece of paper, so I have to just retrace that again. So let's turn this inside this way. That doesn't look too bad. Just takes away the white in there. A bit dark on that side, but when you put threads in there or whatever, you're not going to see it. So that is my bowl finished. So I'm very happy. This was made from Tilda fabrics and some doilies that I had, and some Suffolk puffs that I bought from a D-stash purveyor of, do you know what, purveyor of textiles. I'll link her Instagram page below in the description box, so you can go and find her. She sells lots of things. She goes and buys things from guilds, and then she just sells them on, which is fantastic for us over here. We have a guild, embroidery guild, but I haven't joined yet. But obviously she's in Melbourne, Victoria, and they have lots and lots of, a lot more access to that sort of stuff. So that is my bowl. Thank you for watching, and have a lovely day, and I will see you next time, which will be in July, for the new 6-monthly prompt, a 6-monthly course. No, it's not a course, but 6-monthly prompt, and it was to do with, do you know what? I can't quite remember. I had it, but it's gone. Anyway, if you look up Roxy Journal of Stitchery, you'll see all the information from there, either on her Facebook page or her, I think she has an Instagram, and her YouTube. All right, thanks for watching. Bye for now. I just had an idea about the bottom of my bowl, and I went searching for crocheted doilies things, and I found this big tablecloth runner, and it's a shame to cut it up, but I really liked one of these doilies on the back here, so I thought about crocheting a doily for the bottom. I know you're not going to see it, but gee, it would be just nice to have a crochet doily in there, or maybe I could put one in there, but maybe if I do one, I'll put a picture at the end, but I'm not really too sure if I want to put one on the bottom. I don't know if I want to cut this up just yet. So, but it does fit quite nicely, but it would look nice, wouldn't it? All right, I'll leave a picture in here if I have put something on the bottom. Thanks for watching. Thank you for all the new subscribers and everybody's lovely comments over the last few weeks. And thank you for being patient. Bye for now.